Line+formAtelier is a process-based art studio inspired by the ateliers within the schools of Reggio Emilia, Italy. The studio was designed with the intention of providing children limitless possibilities and complete creative freedom to express themselves through various art mediums. The space is bright, inviting, organized, and accessible for children of various ages. Materials are safely displayed out in the open so that at all times the child can see what is available to be used. The studio consists of the main room with two large cafeteria-style tables, a back room with preschool-sized tables, an observational drawing table, a nature center, a large chalkboard wall, and a light table. Artwork is displayed and documented around the studio in 8-week rotations following our class schedule. The studio is equipped with numerous fine art materials such as paint, brayers and inks, graphite sticks, and oil pastels, as well as an abundance of loose parts and tinker trays. At the back of the studio is our Nature Center, an entire corner dedicated to various natural materials such as twigs and large branches, geodes, shells, rocks, and fresh flowers. Line and Form offers an array of classes and workshops to the families of the Indianapolis area. Classes such as Toddler Art Playgroup, Preschool Art Group, Artist Exploration, and After School Art and Nature provide students a chance to use art as a language to communicate their observations, feelings, interests, and opinions while meeting new friends and having a whole lot of exploratory fun. We often focus on multi-age collaborative work that is revisited over the course of 8 weeks. Work remains documented and displayed until the last week of class when the students are able to take their portfolios home. In addition to our regular class schedule, we also host birthdays, field trips, troops, playgroups, and more. Families are brought together through art within the walls of the studio. In March of 2017, we were approved for a garden lot 5 minutes from the studio and began our first after-school art and nature class. The class consists of 8 students ages 5 to 8 who meet once a week for an hour. The students create dynamic pieces of art using natural materials combined with fine art supplies. In addition to creating, the children also help to tend to the garden, growing an array of vegetables, flowers, and herbs. Observational drawings are done bi-weekly in the garden space, documenting the changes taking place. Documentation in a community setting is quite different from that of a classroom or school. We use lots of video, photos, discussions, and extended community projects. We also utilize Instagram and Facebook as a means of documenting, which has been an amazing way for families to keep up with the ongoing creative growth of their children at the studio. The following video showcases a kinetic drawing workshop we hosted last fall and the discussion that followed regarding the expressiveness and emotions the artist felt while creating. The artists, 3 females ages 7 and 8, used kinetic drawing to communicate using their bodies and charcoal and a large piece of paper. The lights in the studio were dimmed, calming music played lightly in the background, and no other supplies were available. After 30 minutes of drawing, we gathered for a reflection, which I documented through video, then on paper, and hung below their large drawings once displayed.
While I was doing my art, I felt that this this art is kind of just my way to express my feelings. This art is me. This art is just, it's representing me in every way, and I think the music did help, and I think turning off the lights really did help too. And while I was doing my painting, I was thinking big strokes the whole time, but at the same time, I was not using both hands, and I caught myself sometimes, and I was like, okay, big strokes, try not to think about it.
Well, the particular art that I did was expressing the way that I felt at the moment. The music sort of helped the way I was feeling because it made me feel up and happier. So I decided big strokes, like a heart or something that expressed how I was feeling at that moment, which was happiness and big feelings about love and everything. And then when I was doing that particular art, it sort of expressed the way I was feeling at the moment about everything in the world and how most everything that I love matters to me. So I need to express that feeling.
The following clip showcases a group of 4 and 5-year-old students who took part in our artist exploration class last spring and their experience recreating Alexander Calder's performing circus.
Kitty's gonna be flipping.
She's flipping?
Yeah.
Bryce, what are your snakes gonna do?
They fall over in there. No, they're flipping. I know they're flipping.
Whose creature's gonna go through the fiery hoop?
A tiger. Maybe Bryce's snakes could.
Bryce, are your snakes going through the fiery hoop? No? What are they doing?
Eating.
Eating blueberries? Who's going through that fiery hoop?
My tiger.
Put her through.
Yeah, the tiger could be going through the fiery hoop.
Oh my. She's very brave.
She fit.
She did.
So you can stand her.
Is the crowd going wild? You can turn them in there.
Now I need to jump through the hoop and jump over this onto the platform. Yay, we did it. Now the biggest challenge will jump onto the cage and over the roof. Oh, we missed it. Let's see if I can do it. Woo, yeah.
Whoa, they're jumping high. Bryce, does your snake jump?
The circus.
The following extended community project was created by over 20 families through a 5-week period. The provocation, which consisted of large coffee filters, watercolors, and oil pastels, was set out at every open studio and community event. Printed beside the installation, I've documented various conversations overheard amongst the families who participated. In April 2017, we partnered with the Children's Museum of Indianapolis to create a large nature loom that is installed in their outdoor play space. The loom will remain installed throughout the upcoming school year so that the children may revisit their work seasonally, documenting their observations with their teachers. On May 13, 2017, we launched the Line+form art cart, with a celebration in the studio. It's the first mobile art studio of its kind in Indianapolis. The art cart will allow us to provide the experience of the studio to families who are unable to make it into the studio for classes by hosting free pop-ups at small inner-city parks and various local businesses and farmers markets. We will be fulfilling the mission of Line & Form, ensuring that all of the children of Indianapolis have the opportunity to express themselves through art.